Right, before we start this week's video, Robert Ericsson 9952, I think it was the first person to notice it was Trapezaki. Actually, I didn't have any of you tell me it was the bus stop above Trapezaki, right up until towards the end of the comments last week. And I can't remember who that was, but it was Robert Ericsson that was the first one in. So congratulations, well done. Time to get on with the video.
Can't video this fella.
Still can't open the gate.
I have to get the car through the side gate.
It's not on that key fob you've got there in your hand.
Oh, yeah. Come on, stop mucking about.
Yeah, it's a stone bridge. Yeah. Oh yeah. What are you doing, Andy?
Mucking about.
Just look at that, it's so good to be home. It's Friday, welcome back to Rudgy aka The Doctor. If you just joined us, hit like, share and subscribe. Sit back and enjoy the ride. I'm trying to get to 1,000 and the subscriptions and the shares and the comments all help the algorithms. Right, well, what have we got this week? Well, I'm going to go for a bit of a ride. I've only been back a few days and I'm sort of jumped straight into it. I was running out of footage for you guys, so I'm out filming. And because I didn't have time to script anything, because funnily enough I do think about how the journey will progress when I'm editing, so I have to think, right, well today we'll go AEF EMEA and we'll have a look at this or we'll have a look at that, and if there's something topical like last week, then I'll film that. But today I just thought, well, you don't have a wonderful machine like that and leave it in the workshop, do you? So I'm going to go for a ride. Down at Nomad, as told Chopper Craig, that some of my stuff will be out in May. Looking forward to that. Not looking forward to the bill. I think that's going to be quite pricey, but I think Dan will look after me. They're a good company. So yeah, I thought it would be rather nice to start the film in here, because I like it here. Yeah, Trapezaki is down there, and at this time of year there's not a soul about. That's Lordas in the background. There won't be anybody there either. You can just about make out the Lithero harbour there. So we're going to go over there, I think. I might go to Katelios today, have a ride around there. It's a bit late in the afternoon. I had to do some I've ordered a few shirts for people that have asked me for them and sent them off. I had to cancel the boat insurance because obviously I don't own a boat anymore. There's a few bits and pieces I had to do. So should we crack on? Be rude not to, wouldn't it? Let's go. Here we go. First ride of the season. First proper ride. So people have been asking about my back. Well, I get very frustrated with it now because this time last year I was walking all the way around the village because the bike had packed up just to get some footage, so I walked all the way around the village, and now I'm struggling to walk to the bin, which is just down the road, without any pain. However, there is a big improvement. I can stand and I can walk. I did lose the use of my legs for a while, and as you can see, the bike doesn't seem to bother me. In fact, I think it's helping. Hard to say really. So yeah, that's the update on my back. I'm going to give it another month. If there's no major improvement, then I'm going to go and I just thought I'd stop and film that because the views are just... I never get bored of it. 30 years, as you know, I've been doing this. 30 years. And yeah, I never get fed up with it. Which is good really, isn't it? So yeah, Lordas to the right. We're in the Hatter currently, heading up towards the main road, and if you turn left, just up there, you end up at the post office. Some lovely houses here, they got uninterrupted views of the sea. Of course, they might be lovely, they're not as lovely as my house. Oh no. I've just had to stop because I mean this place means a lot to me, as you know. Down there is where it all started for me, Lordas. I know this area very, very well. In fact, I was here when we had the fire that came down the hill down there. Everybody was evacuated. It's the Andromeda Centre down there, I do believe. Just on the back there. I don't know what that place is. It looks like they're building a new complex. And the Hobbit looks at a house down that road. What a lovely day. What a great day to be alive. Yeah, the Partridge Family, they suggested that was one of the catchphrases on the shirts. Was it beautiful day to be alive or great day to be alive? Leave in the comments which one you prefer, and I'll get some shirts made up with that on. Anyway, let's get on to Katelios. Oh dear, look how clear that is. You can see Zakynthos. You can almost see the people wandering around over. Well, not quite, you need binoculars for that, wouldn't you? I mean, lovely. Anyway, let's get on to Katelios. Well, I think this is where we ended last year, wasn't it? I can't remember. Seems like a lifetime ago. Anyway, guys, the journey starts here. They keep changing things. They've dug that up. I don't know whether it's subsiding down the hill. Let's have a quick look. Or whether they've just dumped a load of earth here. Looks like they've just dumped a load of earth here. Maybe it's to stop holiday makers from falling off the edge, I don't know. But, oh well, never mind. Look at that. I never thought I'd say it, because I love my Harleys, my Indians, Triumphs, BSAs. I like my twins. But if you're thinking of buying a Z1000 Gen 1, I can highly recommend it. I've sort of fell in love with Nikki, the Black Pearl. She's a very good capable bike, really, really quick, like ridiculous. Handles pretty well, even though it's been lowered. Anyway, enough of my love affair with my bike. Let's go down and have an omelette or something like that down in Katelios. See what's going on, see if they've altered that. I doubt they have. It hasn't changed in the 30 years I've been coming, really. Little tweaks here and there, not very much. There was a lot of building a few years ago along the strip there, but that doesn't really affect the beach, does it? So, you know, and it was always a bit flat down there, so it gives you something to look at. Let's get on. Right, well, here we are, Katelios. Looks like I've been doing some work here. Not a lot open. In fact, nothing open at all. I'm going to go and see if my cafe's open. That usually is open all year round, so we'll see. But it's a fantastic day. As I keep saying, what a beautiful day to be alive. Yeah, lovely. It does look like they're making more room here to put more boats, although I think you're a bit exposed here. I've been here when it blows in. Over there it's probably better, but you are very exposed. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's go and get an omelette or something. I'm hungry. Well, that was a very nice omelette I had there in the Medusa down the road there. Now I know we've all got our places that we go, and probably all got our places that we've fallen out with, but for me that was alright. I'm not going to recommend it because I don't know the guy and as you know, I only really recommend friends or places that are exceptional. So normally I would walk down in that direction, but you've already seen that to death and back, and there's not a lot going on. It's pretty quiet, so I thought I'd walk along here. Now before the Waves bar was there, I think if I remember rightly, this tavern just up here was the only one up this end of the beach. I'm trying to do as much walking as I can, try and get my back a bit more mobile. So far so good. I get a bit of pain if I walk too far. Takes a while for it to settle down, and of course I get that horrible ache for the rest of the time till I go to bed. So I try not to do too much. Anyway, little story. When I got married for the second time, yeah, I was that stupid. I know a song about that. It's called The Thriller's Gone. No, I bear no malice. I worship the ground that's coming to her. Yeah, on our anniversary, I came here, had a chat with the guys, and they put a table right there. And I brought my now ex-wife up here on a mystery dinner date, and we sat there and I had calamari, I seem to remember. I don't know what it's like now or who owns it, because that was, well, that'd be about 30 years ago. It's a long time ago now. But as you can see, this beach goes on forever. It goes on up to them rocks there. And if you can stumble across the rocks or swim round, then you've got that beach, which goes all the way around to that point there. And I believe you can even get across and go through to Scala from there. So quite a good walk. Yeah, the Hobbit would love that. She loves walking. She'll walk everywhere. Doesn't really need a car. Funny about hobbits, they're not supposed to like adventures, but they don't mind walking. Anyway, what a great day. There's another one for you. peaceful it is. I am very lucky to be able to experience this out of season. Not that I mind interacting with holiday makers, and if you see me with one of my shirts on, come and give me a shout. But it is nice to have a bit of peace and quiet over the winter. I do love it here. I might have to check that place out because I've never been in there. Looks like it could be good to sit and have a beer. Gets a lot of shade this time of day. We're getting on for 4:30, 5 o'clock. I think the Hobbit is causing trouble with my friend Marion from Manchester Estate Agents back in the UK. Because Marion's a Cornish bird, isn't her? So she's gone to visit the Hobbit before the Hobbit comes out here. Yeah, I've heard they're causing problems in a restaurant. Not unusual. You saw the video a few weeks ago, the Hobbit getting arrested in Sainsbury's. She's got form, that bird. Oh dear, I don't know. Look how clear, I don't know whether the camera's picking it up, but Zakynthos is very, very clear to be seen there. Look at that. Look at that. And that over there is the mainland. Round to the left a bit of Peloponnese. Fantastic. People getting on with the paintwork. The place is all brightened up, ready for you lot to come out. So yeah, book your tickets, get on a flight and get out here. Katelios. Never changes, does it? Refreshingly so. It just never changes. Fantastic place. Okay, now you're all going to know where this is, but I just think it's quite interesting. Look at that. For a bit of architecture. This has been up a while now. Quite an interesting complex. However, it's right in the middle of a very traditional village. Part finished house there, Jackie. I nearly bought a house here a long time ago, before I needed any help to buy a house, when I had a bit of money. But yeah, see little chapel up there. A really traditional village, and then bam. I just thought I'd share that with you because it amuses me every time I see it. Up there is the the main road through to Augustoli, where we're going now. I'm going to go to Lidl's, get some frozen chips. I fry my frozen chips in olive oil, and the Hobbit thinks that's extraordinary. I'd like to hear your comments on that. I've been passing this site for years. There used to be a complete cab down there, and somebody's obviously had that, but that's still there, and there's still a useful front end. There's some bits over there as well. I don't know what those are. Now see, if I was in the UK with my fabrication skills, I'd make a little rat rod out of that. Yeah, wouldn't be too difficult. I mean, most of the front ends there, you could panel beat the wing out into some sort of shape again, make a little truck. Yeah, I've been passing that for years, and a while back I did think about exporting them back to the UK, but yeah, the price wasn't going to help that. Wasn't enough money in it for me. But look at that, I think that's an olive press. Going by the V-shaped thing. There's a press there, look. Interesting. Imagine having that in your front garden as a feature. Yeah. let's crack on. I wonder what that is down there. That looks like some sort of massive stationary engine. Yeah, some interesting things here. I'm going to have to find out what the laws are regarding modifying vehicles in this country. Oh no, I'm going to end up with a workshop, then I'm going to end up hurting my back again, aren't I? Which isn't doing too bad at the moment. Anyway, I'd best get the liddles, get me chips. And just like that, it's another day. That was a good ride out, first one of the season. And I've come back to Lordas to end this video. As I said earlier, Lordas will always have a big place in my heart. It was where it all started for me. Came here on honeymoon over 30 years ago now. Fair bit over that actually. Had lots of holidays here. My son came here with us on holiday and played in the sand. Got some good memories of that, and learned to ride a motorbike here when he was about 3. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Lordas. Well, you know, last week I did a video about how things are changing, and this week we went to Katelios, which hasn't changed very much at all. Lordas, well, it has changed quite a bit. I mean, it used to be, let's have a look. You see that down there? It used to be like that. Small holdings to the right there, and a beach to the left. The only brollies you ever saw were the ones that people brought with them, and then later on they used to get half a dozen brollies that various establishments have put out. That's ever just going past there from Aphrodite Bar. And then of course they started building more tavernas, which I know a lot of you like, so I'm not going to criticise it, but it does get a bit busy down there for my liking. It's still a beautiful place to visit, and the beach is still wonderful. It's not overcrowded with sunbeds yet, and in fact, as I said in a video a while back, the Greek government have passed a law so that they're reducing the amount of brollies you can have on a beach, which is no bad thing, I don't think, because people come here for the beautiful beach. And if you put too many sunbeds out, there's no point in having the beach in the first place. But that's just my opinion. So I think what we'll do now is maybe ride along the front here. It's mid-April now, getting into the second week of April, and not much is open yet. Bar 7's open, Mackis is always open. The minute a plane lands, Mackis will be here opened up. So I'm going to go and see him probably later in the week. I've got to go and pick the Hobbit up from the airport. Welcome home, Hobbit. In an hour or two. But what a beautiful day, look at that. You can see Zakynthos fairly clearly again. The sea's just got a nice little swell in it to play in. Yeah, beautiful. And we're coming into the fire season now, so all the people who have got a bit of land are getting rid of the rubbish. But they're only allowed to burn it on open land. It has to have so many metres of clear space around it. Otherwise the fines are quite heavy. You're going to end up in prison. So, let's have a look around. Right, let's go for a little ride down Lordas front. So yeah, all those years ago, it used to be pretty much like this. A few cars dotted about, a few holiday makers. Open yet. skinny dipping all those years ago. I wouldn't do it now. Nobody wants to see the blood skinny dipping, I can guarantee that. So let's go up around the back of the beach and out into the village. So yeah, if you follow the road up and round to the left that we've just come up, it brings you out halfway up the hill there. Probably a slightly easier walk than trying to get up that hill. There's a lovely taverna there owned by a friend of mine, Vangelis. There's Costa. Now the guy who just waved at me owns the building, well his dad owns the building that I used to stay in, Kepi Apartments, right opposite Muse Bar. So if you're here and you fancy staying there, just pop across and see him. I'm sure he'll sort you out, they've always got rooms available. Cafe Plantless on the left, I can highly recommend that. But he's got all sorts of craft beers in there. And of course, my adopted family here really. Dionysus Taverna, I can highly recommend that as well. They do some really nice traditional Greek food in there. And a personal favourite of the buckets for Eclectico. Now on the left is Epi Apartments. I can highly recommend that family's establishment, as I've just mentioned. To the right is Muse Bar, fantastic food in there. Really nice place to chill out. I was asked about this the other day actually by the Hobbit. This bridge is the border between Lordas and Vlahata. You've got bar 360 on your left up there. They've got nice views from the top of their place. So yeah, this is the border. It runs all the way down there. So that's Vlahata up that way. Lordas is behind me, and there's Zakynthos. So if you visited the Coffee and PayPal page this week, thank you ever so much for doing that. It really is a massive help. If you brought one of the fabulous t-shirts, thank you ever so much for that as well. You helped me support two people there, the guy who makes them and me. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it. Stick around for next week's. It's going to get interesting from now on, guys. I'm going to start travelling around the island, and of course we've got the Hobbit is here this week, so God only knows what's going to happen. She's experimenting. She's not staying with me the first week. She's actually staying in a luxury villa to see what she thinks about that sort of lifestyle. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next week.
You can't video this villa.
Why not?
Because
People, my viewers might be very interested. They might want to book
yeah,
it.
they might. No. You have to cut.
Why?
What? Because I want first dibs.
Well, you've got first dibs.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
Oh, I suppose so.
Still can't open the gate. It's been 3 weeks now.
I'll see.
And they've sent me a Red Cross parcel, so I've had something to eat, so that's all right.
Oh, stop your whinging. Right, let's.
Would you like me to have a
That's
look?
the thing about the aircon,
Yeah.
the thing about the villa,
Yeah.
the thing about the lockbox,
Yeah.
and nothing about the gate.
No.
So you're going to have to get the car through the side gate.
Well, I'll have a go at that. I don't think Chris will be very happy.
Is there not a button or something?
There's got to be a button somewhere. Let's have a look.
I reckon there must be a remote control in the house.
Oh,
Because it looks like there's like a sensor.
really? It's not on that key fob you've got there in your hand.
Oh, yes. That'll be it then. There you go.
Honestly.
Welcome back.
She's back. Let the chaos ensue.
Come on, stop mucking about. Why didn't you say it had a remote control?
Well, I did, but it didn't listen. You were off, pressing buttons,
I didn't hear.
strutting about.
You can't leave the car here because I'll never get it out. So
Well-
can you turn
Well, we'll
it-
have to go back to get my bike, won't we?
Oh, you're not walking.
No, not from here, I'm not.
Okay, but when you drop me, you can. I just have to block the gate because I can't cope with this. It's too steep.
I don't know, people. Oh, look, there's an infinity pool.
Look at that.
There you go. You see, you don't have to go up on the mountains to find wild horses. Let's come to the bottom of my village. A few ponies there as well, look, and some sheep. All getting on together.